Hello, hello. Hello, Arsa. Yeah, it's open reviews and open play for 2 hours. We will be doing Explore Baduk stream. Explore Baduk sponsor stream. Yeah, if you have a game you would like me to review, I can do so. Okay. And I also want to do this. Because I want to see your performance report, because I'm trying to like train my knowledge of different ranks performance. All right, so you are black. Okay, I guess the 9Q. 1.5 margin game, nice. Should be loaded by now. Performance report. Okay, looks like you did 56%. Okay. Opening 66, middle game 45, end game 65. Pretty good end game. Okay, not bad. Hello, Rikiki. How are you? Okay, good. 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 Ooh. Perfect. All right, perfect corner. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I think you played that perfectly. Ah, don't do this one. Okay, so when white has a pincer on both sides, you cannot counter pincer like this. If you try, the punishment is to go right here, and neither blackstone can make a base. And they can't connect, so you just cut them. So black has 2 weak groups. So if there's a pincer on both sides for both stones, the punishment is here. Take away the base. Instead, you should 3-3 or jump. Okay. Might be too early to say this down. Hello, Klaus. Yes, I am back from Congress. Been back for a few days now after that long drive. Now I'm preparing for another tournament in 4 weeks in Cincinnati, Ohio. Okie dokie. Speaking of, I am seeking students to like pay for all these tournaments. So if you are interested in getting a bundle pack of lessons, let me know. I don't know if I have my bundle packs exposed on Sean's code group. I know the subscription packs are very helpful as well. Thank you for the follow, JR Virtual.
Virtual 34 just followed.
I went 4-2 in Congress. But yeah, I can look at your game next. So you can do subscription lessons. Looks like my bundle packs are hidden because I was trying to push this for a bit. But if you want, I can do, let's see, what is this? 2 lessons a month. That's $50 a lesson. 4 lessons, 180. So that is 90, so 45. Yeah, I could probably do 5 lessons for 200. I think that would be a good deal. 5 lessons for 200. Yeah, you can put in a GIS link. And that should follow my prices a bit. If anyone's interested in lessons. To be fair, I think I've also beat a small child. The small children were difficult. Okay, so I want to say this one is a big, and this one is getting big. And then after those, we can play this one. So this is, I think, is too early. Too early to have a weak group. Especially since you can't actually cut right here. Because it activates this cutting point. So because you haven't fixed your cutting point, you can't actually really push and cut. So this stone is not even a peeping stone yet. So yeah, just too early. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You left a cut. You left a cut. Too soon. Gotta keep playing. Yeah, just keep expanding the ice space. It's probably the best bet. This is big, but why did you invest here if you were going to just sacrifice the whole thing? So you could have done this without giving an additional stone. I love my pen tool. I use that thing so much. Oh, you're not seeing the cutting points. You're not seeing the cutting points. No! No one is seeing the cutting points. Oh, that's the big thing here. You're not noticing these cuts. Are you? Maybe you're planning to sacrifice. Maybe that's your plan. Is that your plan? Just give up the 2 stones? Again, I like the wall. I don't like that you added another stone to die. So if you're going to sacrifice it, sacrifice it. If you're not, then don't. So I think you need to make up your mind here if you're going to live or not. Again, you're playing another stone on the inside. This is very much overplay, I think. Unless white dies. If white dies, it's not overplay. White should kill you, though. In theory, white should kill you. The theories are meant to be broken. Oh, maybe this does work. Come here. Expand eye space first. Yeah, sacrifice for influence is not bad. It's you're adding to the sacrifice that's the issue. But it looks like we were able to kill, which is nice. So I think white needs to just give them up. And like, this is really big damage, but it's better than dying with the whole thing. Liberties? Same thing. This is like better style because snapback and you're playing on the outside instead of the inside, but okay. This doesn't do anything. White's alive on both sides. So this one's a wasted move. Let's go live. Uh-oh. I think you're dead now. That is a bulky 5. That is not the vital point of a bulky 5. Vital point is right here. I descend. Can you live? I don't think you can. I think you're dead because if you go here, I just Atari. If you go here, I can throw in. That's a self-Atari. Yeah, you're dead. Just dead. Ah, your opponent's... let you live. Lucky. Basically, the key here was the cutting points right here. You have to see the cutting points. That's the big important thing. Caps are more direct. Careful of this cutting stone activating. Okay, good. Okay. Careful, that cutting stone's gonna activate if you keep playing. If you play this way, yeah, just double honey. Uh oh. Painful. Nice, good exchange for you. Nice on the cutting point. So it looks like you're good at cutting your opponent, but you didn't fix your cuts, which is the issue. Nice. Don't be scared. Just go in. Very nice. I like it. Typically, we would see one space jumps, but okay. Doesn't matter too much. That is a knight's move, and knight's moves are cuttable. So this is a good way to die. Okay. Let's see where you go with it. That stone is not a cutting stone because white's live on both sides. Okay. That one's a false eye, so it's not Sente. But white responded. Okay, making an eye as possible. Almost there, almost there. Did we get it? Not yet, not yet. Almost got it, almost got it. Oh, they tanuki'd. Oh, they think you're alive. Hold on. If I go right here, do you just go like this and then like this? And if I go right here, you go right there, and then I go right here. Do you do the same thing? Oh boy, look at you go. You're alive. Very nice. A lot of the mistakes in here are going to be white's too passive, but also like it's up to the life and death of both players in situations like this. Basically, your job here was to have better life and death than white, and you did. So technically, you did it right. But the higher level you get, the more white will attack you, and the more you will need to be more creative. Because white definitely played some slack moves. Like, for example, here, white could just go and kill you. Because white's not cuttable. Here could also go and kill you. But not there. Here. Because that's a false eye. So definitely some slack moves on black's part. But I think you tried, which is really good. Is there an easier way to pull this off? Maybe a shoulder hit would be a little bit faster, threaten the cutting point. Maybe a little bit easier. I'm not the greatest at this, so don't take my word for it. But that might be a little bit easier. I'm still working on improving that skill for me. Okay. We go in. The vital point is the tiger's mouth usually. You could... Yeah, I would start at the tiger's mouth probably. Block. Don't let them into the corner. There's eyes in the corner. There are eyes in the corner. If white just gives that up, white's probably alive. There are eyes in the corner. Okay, looks like white's alive. Is that Sente? If I kill you... I win the game. 4 stones are not Sente compared to this group. I think you missed the chance here. Uh-oh, we can't do that. Abort. 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 Abort mission. You can't do that when you have 2 liberties. You can't block on the first line if you only have 2 liberties. Tsuji's activate. You need 3 liberties to block the first line. Unfortunately, this doesn't work. Okay, good. 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 You could Hane, because they're not going to start a go. That would be a bad go for them to start. This is a co threat. Don't play that. Save it for a co. What's next? What's next? Corner? This would be a great... Actually, it's a free co, almost. I guess not a free co. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Your whole group's gonna die. Not a free co. Okay. Just a minion. That is a 1.5. That is not big enough. This is much, much bigger. Because is white threatening to go in? No, white is only threatening 1 point. But you are threatening a chunk of points. Okay, so you need to threaten the bigger one. Your follow-up is what you're looking at. The follow-up of this white piece is 1 point, maybe a half point, 1.5. This one is much, 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 much bigger. Again here. It's free. You scared white. That's funny. I don't see a goose Tsuji. I just do not see a goose Tsuji. Unfortunate. There's no reason to make it go. Just fix and fix. Yeah, I think you overthought something there. Okay. This is fine. I would prefer this one, but so you won by 1.5, or did you lose by 1.5? Won by 1.5. Nice. I really liked this corner for you. I think the bottom is where the main mistakes happened. The invasion maybe should have died, but I think that's more of a fight, a fighting spirit battle, which I think you won against your opponent in the fighting spirit. Yes, you want to keep improving your invasions, but overall, I think it was a good mentality, good habit, good timing. The top you could have killed, so more life and death problems. And the left, I think there is a lot of mistakes, but you also killed right here, so white made more mistakes. So between these three, your life and death was good. This one was a question mark on the life and death, and then this one was just not good. What should you improve? Hard to say from just one game, but this is going to be the most important thing in my head, is you missed these cutting points in the center. The fact that you missed cutting points and your group could have died for it is a big problem. Aside from that, I think you just need to play more games, because you could be 9Q. So why are you not 9Q? Ah, correspondence. Correspondence. How do I get rid of correspondence? Can't do it. Okay. Loss against a 12Q. That one would be nice to look at. But I would say, why are you losing to double-digit Qs is the better question. Because you can beat a 9Q, so what causes you to lose to 12Qs? Also, why are you playing a 3Q in a rated game? Was it handicap? Yeah, why are you playing a rated game? You're hurting your number for no good reason. You beat a 2-don bot? Impressive. Yeah, you want the number to, like, mean something. I don't see why you can't be single-digit Q if you try. I think you just, like, focus down and live games, not... I don't care about correspondence games. Honestly, I would play unranked correspondence or make a different account for it. But live games, I think you could pull off single-digit Q just by playing and taking it seriously, and don't airbag your rank. Like, don't be playing rated games with 3Qs. You can play unrated games with 3Qs. You can play teaching games, you can play handicap games, but don't play rated games against someone a lot higher ranked than you. It's just gonna hurt. It's gonna make your life harder when it comes to improving your rank, because I think you're underranked probably. But this is just from one game, so that's all I can really say. Okay, let's download this. Okay, what do we got? $50, $49, $75, $72, $23 middle game, huh? 70 end game. So maybe single digit Q? Are we single digit Q? 2Q. Or is it 2-don? I don't see a rank. Yeah, there's no rank. Box 2-don. Really? That explains the opening and end game being pretty good, but something's wrong with the middle game. Maybe you both missed something that was important. Maybe you both missed something. The opening and end game look okay, though. Just looking at the graph. Yeah, something's wrong with the middle game. Let's figure it out. You are black. We're at Fox Tudon, which is probably like OGS 2Q or 3Q. I forget. I think some OGS 5Qs could pull off Fox Tudon as well. Okay, so far so good. Probably don't need to do that. Probably just here and then jump. This is probably better. I would play at one space because you don't want to get cut. You're separating your opponent. 3-4Q, okay. Okay. I'll give you a good hint. I've actually been studying 5Q to 1 Dawn OGS players. I wish I could draw on other websites. I wish I could draw on my screen. Okay, so from move about 60 to 70, so about right here, 3 to 4Q will make a lot of mistakes between move 70 and move 120. So between these two lines. Now look at how many red dots there are between those two lines. Usually this section is why you're not Dawn level. 3Q, 2Q, 1Q, they're almost Dawn level, but some part of their game usually isn't. And usually it's not the opening or the end game. Usually it's the middle game. More specifically, it's this chunk right here. So I don't know if you can see my lines because it's really skinny on the monitor. But usually this chunk right here, move 70 to 120, is what makes you not Dawn level. Usually. Not always, but usually. That is what I've been finding. So in order to beat them, I have been playing just a solid opening and then just being patient and taking advantage of their mistakes in the late middle game. Early to late middle game. So being patient in the first 70 moves or 60 moves can be really helpful if you want to just outlast them. It requires patience and self-control, but it can be pretty reliable. Shoulder hits are normally Sente. You might even pincer this one because weaker. Congress went very well. I had a lot of fun. My record was 4-2. I gained 0.04 in rating points. I am not happy about the rating. Someone explained the math to me, and I'm like, you know, math makes sense, but my experience, I didn't like it. So I would rather there be less accurate math and a better experience for me, because going 4-2 and having your rank do nothing, like literally less than 0.1, not even a tenth of a point. I'm like, I was expecting like 0.1, 0.2, maybe 0.3 if I'm optimistic, but I went 0.04. Nah. I don't like it. I don't care if the math is accurate. I think the user experience is more important than the math. I don't need to be 4 Dawn with a record of 4-2, because 4-2 is maybe 3 Dawn, but I would have liked my rank to go up at some level. Like, the number should have moved. I think someone jokingly said it'll take me 10 years to get to 4 Dawn at this rate. So I'm debating in the Cincinnati Open, just self-promoting to 5 Dawn, and then losing and going down to 4 Dawn. Because I need to decrease the Sigma or something. I need to manipulate it, because I will never get 4 Dawn at this rate. I'd have to be like 7 Dawn or 8 Dawn to get 4 Dawn at this rate. So I'm not happy about the math, but I'm happy with my performance of 4-2. Okay. Okay. Probably attached to the nose of this one with it being high. If I could self-promote 1, I would, but I think you're only allowed to self-promote 2 ranks. Yeah, I think I'm only allowed to self-promote 2 ranks. Maybe I could talk with the TD, but Hello, Vexel. Yeah, it depends on who you lost to. It's very non-intuitive. Like, someone explained the math to me about how my rank didn't move because my opponents were not the ranks they signed up as, and like it all evened out basically, so I didn't move. And I'm like, great for math class, but my experience sucked. So I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. I wish they would have a different system. I actually mentioned, I was like, my favorite system is Fox because it's simple and easy to understand. I know what I need to do. I know what will happen if I lose. I know what will happen if I win. I know what to expect, right? I know how it works. Very intuitive. Maybe it's not mathematically perfect. Maybe they want a little bit more mathematically accurate system. Cool, can respect it. But I need to understand it. I want to know what happens with my rank if I play something. So I would expect a record of 4-2 to move it upwards at some point. Yeah, I said Fox ranks divided by 2 was a theory. Probably even that would be a lot. But like, for example, if I take 14 out of 20 games or 15 out of 20, I'll say 14 out of 20 games to promote, then if I divide that by 2, maybe I have to win 7 out of 10 games to promote. 7 out of 10 sounds realistic, right? If I play 10 games, that's like 2 tournaments. I don't think that's impossible to play in a year. But I am not against a more accurate system than Fox. I just want it to be intuitive and a good user experience. That is my opinion. I think someone was talking about switching over to Glicko. Unfortunately, I don't know what that means. I don't know enough about the ranking math. So I don't know. Diagonal. Yeah, this shape leaves a nose to Suji later. Not good right now, but it is good to know that this move exists. So that is why the diagonal is better. Any your weak group I like. Okay. Your shapes are a little bit flimsy. So you definitely can improve your shapes. But I would say it's not the reason you're losing the game. It's not the reason you're 4Q, 3Q, whatever you are, 2-don. Fox 2-don. You can improve your shapes just by reviewing like 1 Japanese program or 2 Japanese programs a day for like a year. Just replaying them on a real board, like 1 or 2 a day. Like spend like 10 minutes a day, and you can improve your shapes. That's not that hard. And I mean like from the 1900s, not the 21st century. Of course I would recommend Sumego. I recommend Sumego Drag. Okay, self-advertise. I'm sorry. Got to do it. No, always you need Sumego. Every level you need Sumego. Even if you don't use Sumego Dragon. Okay, I like Sumego Dragon. I'm the creator of Sumego Dragon, but even if you don't use Sumego Dragon, I recommend doing Sumego. Always do Sumego every single day. Even if it's just for 5 minutes. Am I being trolled? Am I being trolled? Was that a genuine question, or are you just trying to get me to self-promote my... I don't know, genuine question or not. Always do Sumego. I like this. You got to get rid of this bump, though. This bump is usually just not good. Just play the diagonal. Like, the bump is almost never the answer. One space jump. You need to learn to love one space jump. 2 space jump is sabaki. It's cuttable. Why would you want to be cuttable next to a weak group that you are attacking? You want to be strong, so you punch them with a strong fist. You don't want to be punching them with a flimsy fist where your fingers will break. L17 is huge. It's big, but the better way to play this is actually the clamp. This is the better way to play this. I don't like white getting a Baduk in the center, but that's how I would connect. I think I would just jump or something. But I don't know. If you are fine with giving the Baduk in the center, whatever, but technically you did leave a cutting point for white, or a ko for white. I think it's too small to fix, though. I like this attacking better than I like fixing. So you shouldn't have had this shape to begin with. This is kind of what I mean about shape. Your shape is just a little bit less solid than it should be. And they just slowly will add up. Okay, I expect you to attack this group in a way that will support and defend the white group. I agree. It is a very annoyingly big ko. I just also think the bottom left is big. Because if white goes for the ko, I might just ignore it. Right? Maybe if I can get some, I don't know. I might just ignore it though. I would consider it. I would consider ignoring it. The bottom left is really big. Okay, so this is wrong direction. Because you have a weak group right here. I would have expected you to attack to gain thickness to support the weak group. And then maybe you can get back and play over here. Something, I don't know. Maybe here's better. I don't know. I'm probably being too fancy. But I would expect you to start fixing the board, playing defense. Okay, but knight's moves are cuttable. We got to be careful here. I don't understand this move. Let's see, there's this move. There's a shape move right here. There's an evasion point right here. I'm a little sketch about these cutting points. Yeah, I think this is just a wasted move. Yeah, this is what you got to get rid of to get to down low. Because you're in the middle of fighting and everything, you give away all the tempo. Ah, crap. You're not a subscriber, so you're not going to see what I'm coming. I have to wait for the ad to finish. Any subscriber have any questions? We have 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Any subscribers have any questions or just anything to say? While we have 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Not everyone can see the ad. Yeah, but it's especially important for the person I'm reviewing for to see my comments. Like, I can't just comment during the ad and they're not getting the review, because that defeats the purpose of the review. So I want to make sure the student can see the review. Okay, you can see me? Okay. If you're out of the ads, then we can continue. But I need to make sure you're out of the ads before I continue. Basically, I want to say stuff like this is what keeps you from dawn. I like the little hat you got. Elden Ring super fan. That's cool. I really liked the little hat icon that you got. That was the first thing I noticed when you came in the room. So you cannot have a single one of these moves. You just give up all the tempo, all the initiative. And so now white gets to decide what happens on the board. Honestly, if I start this ko for white and start cutting you or something, I think you're in a lot of trouble. Hard to say what I would do, but it's got to be one of these. It's got to be one of these things. These are the things that are happening. Yeah. The problem is there's a lot to fix. So I don't know what the best move to fix is, but because there's a lot of problems. Maybe I could attack white's cutting point in order to gain shape to defend myself. And then if we get a response here, then I can go back here. That might be good. And then after that, then I can continue the attack. Maybe that's my 10-second idea. This is in-game. This is not big enough yet. You still have a lot of issues in the center. Yeah. Now white is going to take the lead. Well, you gotta follow up your co-threat. I thought you sacrificed them. Otherwise, your co-threat wasn't a co-threat. Maybe right here is co-threat. Right here is a co-threat. Right here might be a co-threat. Yeah, now your shape's coming back to bite you. Okay, but you can't die here. You've made an investment. You've sacrificed all the Aji here to get a group. This group cannot die. What the heck is that move? Don't die. You have to live. You should be seeing your life flashing before your eyes. Uh-oh. You died. Is it a ko? Oh my god. Yeah, that's what we're on about, right? That's what we're worried about. Then don't play this blasted cut. Do the clamp. Or something. I don't know. Just don't do the thing that's going to kill you if that's what you're worried about. Yeah, I think this was a little sketch. That requires a lot of reading right here. If you can do this and not die, that's really powerful. So that requires some very accurate reading. Maybe here? I don't know. I would spend so much time trying to kill you here. Especially right here. You should see it by now, right? I don't know. It just feels like white's not reading, like, at all. Not reading before they play, I should specify. They're not reading before they play. Uh-huh. But now your co-threat's lost its meaning. Also, yeah, white can cut here, and white can cut right here. I lied. White cannot cut right there, but white can cut right here. White can cut right here, though. White can cut right here, though. You have 3 ways to be cut. 3 ways to get cut here. No, this doesn't do anything but lower your liberties. Don't do that. Yeah, it's your shapes. I think your shapes is the big thing. There's no reason not to do the ladder here, unless you're worried about the push and cut. If you're worried about that, but I don't think this is any different, right? Yeah, this isn't that much difference, so I don't think it matters. Sente, very good. This is the crap you got to see. You will have a lot of chances like this past move 60. This move, these basically 1 point, 2 point moves that are not Sente in any way. They have no future. There are a ton of these at 3Q, 2Q, and maybe even 1Q. There's a ton of these at the mid to high single digit Qs, mid to strong single digit Qs. You've got to watch these like a hawk, and you played one, so you got to get rid of yours, but you caught your opponents, which is really good. This is how you can get higher than this level, is stuff like that and shapes. Connect, less co-threats. I lied, maybe it's not. What is this? Okay, what's gonna die? No, they're not. They have an IM1 that cannot be taken away. Yeah, another wasted move. That's my point. Another 2-space jump? Oh my gosh, you are so brave. You are so brave. You are very confident in your cutting points. A knight's move that can be cut immediately did not get cut. You're not getting punished for this crap. You need to get punished more so you learn your lesson. That's how you, that's playing stronger players sometimes, not like 1 in 10 games, maybe play a stronger player to get punished so that way you can see like where your weaknesses are. Because if you only play players that fall for your stuff, then you're never going to like figure out that you're doing something wrong. And then you're going to lose the higher levels and be like, why? Just block. Don't lose the point. Definitely cut and then block. Don't lose the point. Oh, no, this is Sente. Never mind. This one's Sente. This one's Sente. I apologize. That point is worth Sente. It's not worth Sente. But the first one, you can just block. So you technically lost 2 points because you threw a stone in. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Like according to the graph, your in-game was not that big of a deal. Hold up. What? What? Why did you do this? What am I missing? I don't know why you just died. Yeah. This move makes no sense. This is playing too fast. You gotta take, I think this is a mentality thing, maybe. You're just rushing the end of the game. Stuff like this usually means you're either playing too fast, you're distracted, you're not taking the game seriously, something. Usually this is a mental mistake. You're doing something wrong mentally. And your opponent didn't even see it. This too, this is kind of lazy reading. Okay, let's look at this for a second. If I cut you, there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 liberties. Hold on. You're trying to get this in Sente. Okay. But in that case, this is Sente regardless. No, it's not. Is it? But you lose 1 point. 2 points. You lose 2 points to get 1 point. But you're still dead. So you played -1 point in Gote. Just don't do that. Yeah, just don't play a -1 point move in Gote. This stuff adds up. Imagine you have like 5 or 6 of these a game. Actually, let's figure it out. Let's see how many you had in in-game. Looks like all this is the middle game cutting points. Okay, it looks like you only had one. Let's move this to 3Q. 4Q? Really? You only had one in-game mistake? Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, it's just the cutting points in this move. No, because even if that's true, it's still... Hold on, you lose 2. White has to play 2, and you gained 1 in Gote. So that's 3 points, you lose 2 points. Okay, so you gained 1 point in Gote. You gained 1 point in Gote. That's a good move. What? Are you kidding me? Is there no Sente moves? Is that the issue? I think this one's much bigger because of the cutting point later. No loss. Okay, you don't gain, but you don't lose. That's crazy, man. This is a good move. $1.5 point loss. Okay, yeah, so this is bigger. This is Gote. That's crazy to me. Hello, Go Noob. Yeah. I thought black gained 1 point in Gote, but it's not worth Sente. But every other move is Gote, so I guess it evens out. So this one actually, this one gains 0 points in Sente, which gives you a follow-up of a potential 1 point double Sente, because there's no other moves right now. So double Sente, you multiply it twice, so that'd be a 4 point Sente value to a 2 point Sente value. 3 points. Maybe 2 to 3 points, because there's a cutting point right here. That's 2 points, plus another point for white, so it's 3 points. Maybe Sente, so 3.5 points, maybe? I don't know. Math is hard. Okay, math is hard. Math is hard. Okay. Maybe it's fine, but this one's, the follow-up is definitely Gote. This is definitely Gote. Definitely not worth this one. Endgame was hard. Yeah, you're gonna have to fix your later now. So I would rather have this one, so I don't have to fix your later. So this is a 2 point move, that's a 3 point move. Maybe 3.5 point move. Because now white gets to fix here in Sente later. Good, ignore that. Anyway, I don't think your endgame's your issue. I think it's your shape in the middle game. Maybe replay like one Japanese pro game every day for a year. Like from the 1900s. Just replay out one game. Spend like 5 minutes, replay one game a day for a year. Should help your shape quite a bit. And then you only have to play them to move like 100. You don't have to replay the entire thing unless you want to work on endgame. But if you like enjoy doing it and you want to replay the entire thing, go for it. But I would say as long as you replay the first like 100 moves, I think it's fine. The point is to improve your middle game shape. Shout out to my lessons. I am seeking students. Yeah, the 2-space jump is for Sabaki. You're okay with losing the tail. It's speed, but it's cuttable. You need to learn to love 1-space jumps more. But shout out to my lessons. I am seeking students. I do have a tournament coming up in 4 weeks. If you are interested in lesson packs, instead of a subscription, I am also doing 5 lessons for $200. You're talking about me? Are you asking me? Do I bring some kind of philosophy? No, I've never thought about it that deeply. I'm just, I'm an addict. I'm a Go addict. I don't recommend people getting addicted to things as I am to Go. You're thinking of a base. A base can trap the cutting stone against the edge. That's why it's on the 3rd line or 4th line. In the center, there's no edge to trap that cutting stone with. That's the difference. Yeah, you're thinking of a base. Different concept. Yeah, I don't really have a philosophy. I don't know. Like, I've never really thought about it that deeply. I think having any sort of mastery in anything can make your brain like a lot more logical, a lot more probably healthy. So being a master at something, and I mean like well above average, like top 1%. Not top 0.1%, like top in the world. I mean, just top 1%, maybe top 5%. If you can achieve a mastery of something, I think it's just good for your brain to do it, just so your brain like is constantly engaged and working. What you got to be careful of is becoming too satisfied with where you are and not improving. Like you're not learning more Joseki knowledge. You're not learning more life and death problems by doing them every day. Like old people do crossword puzzles all the time to keep their brain sharp. You can do Go puzzles to keep your brain sharp. You can do chess puzzles to keep your brain sharp. You can do Scrabble to keep your brain sharp. Just something that challenges you critically. It doesn't have to be a lot. So I think Go is just good for you in that sense, but it doesn't have to be Go, if that makes sense. But I think being as addicted as I am, making it your entire life, is probably not recommended. I think this is an awful, awful career. But it's the career that I picked. What can you do? What can you do? I don't really want to do anything else, but I definitely think this is a crappy career. If you were to ask me if I would learn Go or chess, and I was thinking about career choices, not about which one I enjoy more, I probably would have picked chess. And if you asked me about career choices in general, back when before I started Go, I think I would just not pick Go at all. I think I would do game design. I think I would do indie game developer would be my next choice, which I would probably be bad at that as well. It would be a lot more potential money, but a lot higher risk, less subscriptions. But that's something I've also wanted to do, is someday make a video game. I made Samago Dragon, so it's close enough, I guess. But like one of my dreams or thoughts, I have hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these 3D assets from this Senti Studio people. I love their artwork, I love their design, and I eventually want to do something with it. I have hundreds of dollars worth of their packs, but I just don't have the time or energy to build an entire video game by myself. So I don't know. It's one of those, like, I would love to do it eventually, but you're talking like a year or two commitment to something like this. And I still have to make a living doing Go. And also I want to improve my Go game. So I don't know if I'll ever do it, but this is like one of the things, this is something else that I would enjoy doing. Yeah, I have the Fantasy Kingdom packs, $350. I got it on sale for like $200. Yeah, it's great for an RPG. Great for an RPG. You know what they tell you not to build as your first game, though? RPGs. It's like the worst choice. But that's what I want to build, is like a baby RPG. They said RPG is like the worst choice to start with, and that's the one I want to start with, because this pack is very inspiring. I could also use the pack like if I just did like a Knights PvP or something. I could also do something super simple. It doesn't have to be an RPG. I'm just very inspired to make RPG. Oh, Pro Racer. Nice, you can make a racing car game now. Kaiju pack. I will say one thing that is my greatest weakness, maybe two things that is my greatest weakness. Number one, stage design. Stage design is a huge issue when it comes to RPG design. I'm not good at stage design at all. I have no experience with it. I have no practice with it. And the second is marketing. If I was good at marketing and sales, I would be a lot more successful with Go too. Puzzle game around Go. The whole point is to do something else besides Go. So I don't think I would do that. I would probably put a Go board as an Easter egg or something, but I don't think I would make another Go thing. Like, I made Samego Dragon, and maybe someday I'll make a pro database. I had a pro database on Samego Dragon, but I couldn't keep up with it because I had to do all the bug fixes, and it's just a nightmare. But yeah, that's something I want to do as well with Go. But if I want to do video games, I would definitely not focus around Go, because the whole point is to do something else with my life besides just Go. All I do is Go. But yeah. So yeah, back to the original point I think we were talking about was if you are interested in lessons, I'm also offering a 5 lesson pack for 200 or a subscription model for lessons. I am raising funds for the Cincinnati Go tournament next, and that will be through lesson packs. Whereas Go is through lessons and sponsorships, Cincinnati will be through lessons as well, or just lessons probably. Yeah, go somewhere else. You like Korea or something, you mean? Korea or Japan? I thought about moving to Ohio. I almost did move to Ohio. I was 1 cat away from moving to Ohio. But they did, my wife has a cat, and now I do too now, but we both have our cats. And they did not want cats at the Baduk house. Which is fair, right? Don't want to deal with animals at a Baduk house. That's fine. But I was 1 cat away from moving to Ohio to be around other Go players. But we love our cats, so it's fine. I thought about having an apartment near Nashville, or maybe a house near Nashville. I was talking to my mom about it, like one of those, like, not really sure this is a real idea. We were talking about how we could rent a house and like have 7 or 8 Go players and get like bunk beds, and then everyone pays like $300 or $400 in rent. So it's cheap rent for everyone, and you can just study Go all day. It sounds great in theory, but yeah, basically start my own Baduk house in Nashville. But that requires me moving again, living with roommates again, not having an office again. I really like my office. I like my office space. But it was one of those interesting ideas. Be fun. Anyone else have a game they would like reviewed? We still have another hour that we can do open reviews. Or any questions? I can also answer questions. If you guys could live, yeah, moving in roommates. If you guys could live anywhere you wanted, where would you go? If you weren't bound by your job, family, animals, like where would you live? I think mine would be Japan or Korea. Probably Korea. I have a lot of people I know in Korea. Hmm. Wish I could play the bots, but the bots don't work. Unfortunate. To go where? Japan, China, Italy. Yeah. If you're just talking to go, not to move there, but to just go and visit, do it. Just save up for 1 year and just make that your vacation. I mean, it's 1 year out of however many years you're alive. I don't see why you couldn't go there for a week or two. I think it would be a great vacation. Anyone else have any ideas on where they would go, or questions they would like to ask, or games they would like reviewed? You have a game against Catago? Interesting. What about, have you played Aspen? Have you played Aspen recently? Could look at one of those. I know there's in the Discord, the Go Friends Discord or whatever, there was some tournament, some another. Not super recently. Really? That's interesting. How often does that tournament go? I thought you guys were playing games like every week. Once a month. Gotcha. But isn't it like round robin? Or do you all play it all on like the same day? Oh, and shout out to our Twitch sub goal. Right over there in the big red bar. We are 2 subscribers away from our next goal. So if you want to support the stream, it's a great way to do so. If you are Amazon Prime, want to gift a Prime sub to me over bats, wink wink. He has plenty of Prime subs, okay? He doesn't need any more. Gotta share the love. If you do have a Prime sub, I do encourage you to give it to some Go Play or something. There's many of us. There's been Page stopped streaming, unfortunately. There's a lot of 20 Qs out there as well. Oh, Vexel is popular on the locks. That wolf character, I forget their name, but the wolf VTuber. Okay. Wow. 163 moves before a mistake. That's impressive. Have you just like memorized everything? Oh. 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 That makes sense. You played out the flying knife, which is like a 40 move sequence, and you just played it correctly. That's a good way to get a high accuracy score in the opening, is just play the flying knife. This Joseki's annoying. I lost to this Joseki because of the stupid ladder. I want to learn it. It's on my to-do list. No one ever plays it though, so it's hard to learn it. Yeah. Like one of those things that no one ever plays it, so it's kind of useless to know, but it's fun to know in case someone does play it. You're not alive. Yeah, you are. No, you're not. You're not alive. And you just get to attack the outside forever? AI is crazy. AI is crazy. I'm assuming we're out of Joseki by this point, right? Not for you. Now, okay. Yeah, this is what I mean. You play 70, 40, 50 moves straight, and you're at move like 80 before you're out of Joseki. It's kind of ridiculous. I want to like make a challenge for people to like play 50 moves, see who can get the highest accuracy or the highest win rate left against the AI in 50 moves, but you're not allowed to play the flying knife. You're not allowed to play the flying knife. That would be the rule. Because that would be too easy. Everyone would just play the flying knife. That's because that's... Look, on the AI Go board I have, there's an opening trainer that does that. You play against the bot for 20, 30, 40, or 50 moves. And then you see what the win percentage is, and there's a leaderboard. And you can actually see all the games of the top 10 or whatever. Oh, you already know. Yeah. And everyone, all the top leaderboard is just the flying knife. Yeah, it's just the flying knife. That's all it is. So do you play the AI a lot? There's some things that I think I could learn from playing the AI, but there's other things that I'm more interested in learning first, so I'm not playing the AI currently. Work too much? Do you play people, though? Well, I guess you play in the Go Friends tournament. Hmm. Hmm. Says B14 was better. Yeah. Yeah, against the AI, you're just not going to win the game. I mean, you're just not going to win. That's the problem. Do you want to see a crazy game? So let's look at the performance report of this real quick. 98%. Forget it. 91% for you is actually really good for a human. 97%, yeah, flying knife. That's how it goes. Middle game, 93%. So you just have like the middle game memorized. Here we go. Here's a human number, 76%. I feel like you have a lot of this memorized. Like a lot of this is memorized, I think. But it's like insanely high accuracy for a human. But where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I think it's here. This is Shin Ji-so versus Ong Seung-jin, okay? This is people playing people. This is people playing people. They did this good. That's insane. 99.8% in the opening is insane. 99% in the opening. 96% in the middle game. This is insane. Overall, 94%. I would say someone's botting if they had these numbers. These are human bots. That's what it is. They are human bots. And it wasn't flying knife, as I recall. Yeah, no flying knife. I lied. I lied. I have been completely wrong. I have deceived you. I have deceived you. There was flying knife involved. I have deceived you. I'm sorry. I remembered the other quarters. I forgot about this one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, flying knife. That's how you get such high accuracy. Holy crap. I would be interested to play Dallin and like Super Blitz to like move 50, maybe move 70, and just play the flying knife over and over and over, and each time try to get a little bit further until I got it down. Because I know Dallin has most of it down probably. That'd be fun to try to get just one day learn the flying knife like really well, and just spend like 2 or 3 hours just playing the opening, playing a game every like 5-10 minutes playing a game. We did like Mega Blitz at Go Congress. We bought Go clocks for our club, and we did a Mega Blitz where you do 5 seconds main time, 2 seconds plus 2 seconds Fisher, and play games of that. And it's a lot of fun. That against Austin. I don't like doing it online. Doing it online leads to misclicks or something stupid. I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same. I much prefer doing it in person, but I think I just prefer in-person Go. I'm getting like really sick of online Go. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I got home and I was like, I don't want to play on the computer. I want to go to Go Club and play. I don't want to play on the computer. But I know you have to play on the computer to improve. It just really sucks, you know? I had spent a week living with Go players, playing Go, talking Go, all that for a week, which was fantastic. And then you get home and you're like, well, this sucks. Not enough Go. Not enough Go. Yeah, this game is insanely high accuracy. Really impressive. Really, really impressive. Yeah, I need to just never play the flying knife and then spend like 5 hours playing you to learn the flying knife, and then always invite the flying knife. You don't think I could learn I could like 3D, honestly 2 or 3 hours should be enough to learn a basic variation or two. Right? The things that I'm going to be exposed to that people are going to play, it should only take me a couple hours, I think. I don't think I'm going to learn every single variation, but I should be able to learn the main ones in just a couple hours. I just have to play it over and over and over. And if I played it against you over and over and over for a couple hours, I think I would at least learn it for like... Yours is the one that I've seen before. Theirs is the one I haven't seen, but that's probably because both of them chose something specific. The one against the AI is the one I normally see. So what's like the difference? Did against AI every day for every year. You know, it changes as white. I should do that. That sounds fun. That sounds tedious too, though. It sounds fun and tedious. I'd have to get on like AI Sensei and play. Play versus AI. Oh, it only goes up to 1p. I need a 9p. If I want to play against AI to get crushed, I want a 9p AI. Hello, Paragrill. Yeah. The problem is I don't have a 9p that's portable. I have a 9p on the Go board, but it's not portable. It dies in the flying knife. That's funny. That's funny. Like, I should probably play an opening against the AI like once a day, twice a day to warm up. What's up? What do you have for that's 9p? I mean, the problem is on OGS, the 9p is always taken, I believe. Yeah. Let me toggle ranked. Whatever, I don't care. Usually taken, unfortunately. I want to play. This is probably too early, too much to ask at the moment, but I wish Explore Baduk had some AIs. They technically have these on 9x9 13x13, but they don't work, at least for now. They were working, so I think there's something wrong with the servers. But I expect the cost to run a 19x19 9p is probably high. So it's like wishes from me, but probably expensive. I forget, where are you right now? Are you in Europe? At the European Congress? What time is it in Europe right now? Are people playing? No, they're not live. Warsaw. Okay, well, the Go Congress was in Poland? Am I wrong? Am I just wrong completely? 9:30 p.m. Not as late as I thought. Oh man, I miss Go Congress already. Nice. Kim Sung-joon, I've actually met Kim Sung-joon. That makes sense. That makes sense. Warsaw, Poland. Makes sense. At least I was in the right country. The right continent. I'm really bad at geography. I don't know if you know this, but I'm really bad at geography. To the point I sometimes miss continents. Yeah, anyone have a game to review? We have 30 more minutes for Q&As and game reviews. Well, yeah, it's the European Congress. Go Congress invites a lot of pros. Go Congresses are great. You should go to one if you can. Honestly, I would have gone to the European Congress on week 2 if it wasn't for the fact that flights are expensive and also time off work is expensive and Go Congress is expensive. Yeah, it's expensive. And I think next year's Go Congress is going to be even more expensive than this year's Go Congress. Not as bad as like last year's, I think. Or was it 3 years ago? I don't know. There was a really expensive one a few years ago. Next year's, though, is the Airbnb cost so far is looking like it's going to be double for the Airbnb. Yeah, it's getting there that's the problem, and the time off work that's the most expensive for me. Yeah. The flight is the issue. It's not the Go Congress, it's the flight to the Go Congress that's the issue. It's like 2 Congress prices to go to Congress. You have the Congress price, you have the airplane price. I'm also 2 people, not a 1 people. It is competitive. But no, it would cost me probably another $3,000 to go to European Congress for my wife and I to go there. No, maybe more than that. Maybe $3,500. Maybe on a budget. If I was really budgeting, I could probably do it for $3,000. I spent, if we're including the time that I pay, the money that I gave my wife for time off work to pay for her to take a week off of work, I spent for 2 people maybe $1,300 or $1,400. I thought I did pretty good. Did y'all even play one game? Even in the Airbnb or against anyone? I don't think I saw you play a single game. You enjoyed watching us squirm. Yeah, but that's also 2 weeks, not 1 week. I don't know. Like, there's always things about prices. What gets me is how expensive it is to run Go Congress. I thought it would be a lot cheaper than it is to run a Congress, but apparently it's in the 6 figures. I thought it was in the 5 figures to run a Go Congress for a week. But apparently it's 6 figures. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, but he had a good life. I think once you're past like 80, it's like, I'm good to go whenever. I made it to 80. Those are stretch goals. I think if you live to 80, you've succeeded. Yeah, probably. He's got to be, right? He was just like the most successful manga artist until One Piece came along. He's got to be. Well, I don't think there was a single individual that made Pokemon, right? Because Pokemon is technically much bigger than Dragon Ball. But One Piece is like, I don't even One Piece might not compare to Pokemon. Pokemon is where the money's at. But Dragon Ball is the number one like anime if we don't include Pokemon. Until One Piece came out, and then One Piece surpassed it. One Piece is really good. I think the internet really helped with One Piece as well, though. Because you got to think Dragon Ball came out in like the 80s and 90s. Am I correct? 80s, 90s? Versus the One Piece, which has been going well into the 2000s. When the internet age is about. I'm going to be in horrible shape if I don't start exercising soon. My mom's about to drag me to the gym, though. Probably like twice a week. So I guess there's that. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm hoping Go will keep my brain strong, though. Like, as long as I keep trying to improve at Go, I'm hoping my brain will get strong or stay strong. A sports studio? Oh, you mean like a gym? Is that like a gym or something? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start going to the gym. I'm gonna start small and just probably go on walks and do a little bit of light weightlifting. Small weightlifting, stretching, and just go for a 30-minute walk on a treadmill. I'll start catching up on my anime. That's how I do a treadmill. Is I'll put an anime episode on the treadmill and watch like 1 or 2 anime episodes while walking on the treadmill or running on the treadmill. Oh yeah, because if you're tall, you're always looking down. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. For me, I just need to get up out of the chair because I sit like all the time. I'm always sitting. Go Congress is actually really good. My feet got a little bit sore from a nice workout. 6'3" is tall. Like 6'3" is tall. I wouldn't call that short. But yeah, walking around Go Congress was really good for my legs. I got a lot of steps in. It was great. Lots and lots of steps. Go Congress is so good for me. I get exercise, get social activity, get to play Go, get mentally exhausted, lose to little kids. You know, all the things that you want out of an adult life. You're playing basketball like with the wrong people. Unless all of your friends are like stupid tall, or you're in like a league or something. I guess if you're in like a college league or something. But the people I've played basketball with are not freaking like almost 7 foot. But that's not the people I play with. Dogs can be nice, but they're a lot of maintenance. I will say basketball is actually one of the sports that I really enjoy that I am really, really bad at. I feel like I'm naturally bad at basketball. Um, and it would take a lot of effort to even be like semi decent. And I don't know why. I feel like as far as sports go, I picked up tennis a lot faster than I picked up basketball. Basketball, I'm just really, really bad. I enjoy it, but I'm really, really bad at it. You guys play sports competitively aside from Go? And it can be like you go to tournaments or whatever. You don't have to be like the best at it. You don't have to make money at it. I just mean like, do you go compete? Something you compete. Ooh, we don't talk about my diet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. You want to talk about something I am doing horribly wrong. My food diet is awful. Oh, especially in America. Oh, I cannot tell you how bad my diet is. Need to go back to that Asian diet that I had. White rice and water. Oh, it's so hard to eat healthy in America. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Like, I think I have a belly, right? Okay. It's gonna look bad on camera. But, like, if I push my belly out, it looks like I'm pregnant. Okay? This would be a small belly for, like, rednecks and stuff. It's not a beer belly. We wouldn't call it a beer belly. Maybe it's tiny beer belly, but there's, like, much, 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 much bigger people. With that being said, there are a lot smaller people, too. Yeah, I think I could lose it pretty easily with effort. But I'm definitely not losing it by sitting down. I almost had a six-pack when I was younger, though. I was like 1 month away from a six-pack. Like, not a like super sharp, I'm drinking powdered drinks six-pack, but like almost. I was doing like 100, 200 crunches a day, sit-ups every day, pull-ups, squats. And I did that for like 3 months. And I got really close. But then I gained weight. Then I gained a lot of weight. Yeah, military will definitely make your body really sharp. Yeah, I do not eat healthy in America. I eat a lot of fast food. I drink a lot of soda, which is bad. I drink a lot of water at home, though. I drink a lot of water at home. Yeah, and almost everything has sugar in it. I think our food tastes great, but the fact that it's more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat unhealthy is kind of crazy. It would cost me a lot more money to eat healthier. Too many McDonald's. Oh my gosh. Oh man, you've no idea. If I'm like on the interstate, I'm like, okay, there should be a McDonald's within the next 5 miles. This is Taco Bell. I eat a lot of Taco Bell. Chick-fil-A is really good. Chick-fil-A is really good. Tea, if you do the right tea, not sweet tea, but like green tea and stuff. Green tea is really, really good for you. I do a Cracker Barrel, which is a very popular Southern restaurant. I had Sonic today, which I hadn't had Sonic in a minute.
And that was because we were going grocery shopping, which my wife was buying tacos and chicken and all the other stuff that she knows how to cook that I don't. She buys the ingredients and I'm like, make the magic happen. Thank you so much. Oh, I love it when she cooks for me. Cooking is confusing if you don't know what to do. When she doesn't cook, this is bad. Okay, this is bad. But sometimes she's like, I don't want to cook. I'm like, it's okay. I will fend for myself. I'm an adult. I can do that. And then I'll go grab a Pop-Tart and just eat that Pop-Tart in a water bottle. And I'm like, I've fended for myself. See? No, if you like cooking and you cook for your partner, it doesn't matter male or female. Doesn't matter. You will make them happy. Like being fed good food that you didn't have to cook yourself is amazing. It is. I am very, very appreciative of my wife. I love her cooking. And I don't know what it is about food you didn't cook yourself, but food that someone else cooked tastes better than food that you cook. Unless you're like really good at cooking. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. Oh, but we at Congress we had a nice Korean barbecue, so we splurged during the week of Congress. Oh, that Korean barbecue was so good. Yeah, the dishes are definitely an annoying thing. A dishwasher helps, but it doesn't solve the whole problem. Especially when you have like stuff like mac and cheese or whatever, when you have to like scrub it out the sides. It is not fun. It is not fun. She tried to bribe me once. When I cook, if you can call it cooking, when I make myself food, I usually have a plate and a fork or a bowl and a spoon, something like that. 2 dishes, 3 if I include a drink, right? 3, maybe 4 if I'm like at a butter knife. I don't know, 3 or 4. And she's like, I will make us a nice meal if you'll do the dishes. And I was like, that seems like a fair deal. And so I accepted. And then she went all out. And you were talking like 3 or 4 pots, all the stirring utensils. We had plates and chopsticks in case we wanted to use chopsticks instead. We had tinier plates, big plates, drinks, and oh my gosh, it was like 30 something, 40 dishes. I don't even remember exactly. Dozens of dishes. And I'm like, what is this crap? You like used half of our kitchen to cook. Hello, Mixo. This one's a treat. I did not get a link. So I never agreed to that again. I was like, I would rather eat a Pop-Tart than do like 30 dishes. That was way too much work. Way too much work. Was not worth it. Yeah, I didn't get a link, Mixo. If you have a link. Okay. From Black's perspective. All right, let's check the performance in just a second. Reviewing for Black. Cross, what the fudge? We are going influence when there's a Blackstone right here. Who goes influence on the cross? Yeah, she knows how to play. She's like 12Q, 10Q, somewhere in there. Hey, you guys missed something. Wow, very nice opening. Very, very nice opening. Something was missed in the middle game. something was absolutely missed in the end game. Oh my gosh. Every single move pretty much was a mistake. Basically, you probably missed the life and death problem.
Just followed.
Thank you for the follow, your bike. I don't know if that means something in like, what is that, Chinese? Is that Chinese or Japanese? I think it's Chinese. But in my language, I just see a bicycle. Yeah, apparently your opening is really good. So the right side is done, so we want to see bottom or left. The right side is finished. Okay, okay. 3-3 is possible. Not bad. This one is actually a very nice move to get because of the blackstone right here. Because it is Sente. It is free. They have to fix this. Otherwise, boom, 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 boom. Painful. So the fix, and you put them in bad shape. It's a very nice move to get. Okay, just get to the top left soon. Yep. And black is pretty far ahead. This is fine to attack, I suppose. I'm not against getting 5th line territory, but okay. If you're gonna do that, Nobi, don't let them fix the cut for free. Like, don't let them Atari this and fix that cut for free. That's too nice. What Atari wants, it put them in bad shape and then jump. You played a Hane from a weak group. Hanes and Knights moves are cuttable. How I could have chickened out of the capture race. Well, I don't see a capture race yet. Yeah, this Hane got you in a lot of trouble. Just jump. This is probably one of the things keeping you from 5Q. Is the fact that you're playing a Hane or a Knight's move from a weak group. Because now your next 10 moves are going to be defending this. Okay. That's really risky. Get this, it's free. I don't know. Maybe shoulder hit? Or just Tiger's Mouth? Tiger's Mouth might be the answer. Fixing your cutting point might just be the answer. Fixing your cutting point is usually really powerful. Wait, this isn't a ladder, so what are you doing? You keep adding to these stones that are not helping your weak group live. Just leave them be. Go defend your weak group here, here. Maybe start looking at this group, counterattacking. These cutting stones are not capturing anything, so you just keep adding to them for some reason. Yeah, this is a very unnecessary weak group, and notice how you're running towards a wall. To me, this doesn't really make sense. If white just cuts you off, where is your future and what is the meaning of these stones? This was just a sacrifice stone for Aji, but now it's an entire group. Yeah, just very unnecessary. Tiger's Mouth is normally the shape. This is my first instinct. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So black is dead. Not if you do that. Is this a Seki now? There, there, there. There, there, there. Now it's a Seki in here, which means that dies. But you should be okay as long as you can capture that piece. I would fix the cut first. Fix the cut because this is Mii. Yeah, the here and here are Mii. Okay, so black won the game. No, 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 no. This doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. Aww. Okay, still not game over. What? Why? Go back and fix. Just save your recording. He gave you an opportunity. Just add it to his dead stuns. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're doing. Also, this is how you prevent the KO. Yeah, if you want to prevent the KO, this is how you prevent the KO. This literally gives the KO. Uh-oh. 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 I understand. Okay, so you have 5 liberties. I want to say the answer is here. This feels like the answer. Yeah, because imagine we push right here and then peep. This feels like the answer. Yeah, definitely go here. Because if you go right here and white does anything, this connect is a self-Atari. So this is the vital point. The throw-in is not always the answer. Hold. Did you what? What? No, I think you're right. I think this makes sense. This makes sense, right? White is still dead. White is dead. No, you're right. You're right. This is fine. This is fine. White is dead. Yeah, bamboo. White's dead again. No, this one's probably Seki, which means white's dead. This one should be mutual life. Ah! Still fine. Still fine. Still fine. We're still fine. Still fine. If you want to defend the corner, this is probably the safest way. Ah! Why? What's wrong with this move? Ah! Oh no! No, it's white's alive now. I would not do that. You are a million points ahead. Do not leave a cutting point for white to use this giant wall against. You are so far ahead. This stone is going to be a target for white. This massive wall would love to attack something. Wait. No. You have cutting points. Cutting points. Ah! Oh no! This activates the cutting points. You didn't notice your cutting points. The heck is that move? What? They're just being fancy. They just need to cut. Oh, it doesn't work. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because this is a... Yeah, you're totally dead. You have to go here, and white goes here. What do you mean chickening out? You're not being chicken enough. No. It's still a Seki. No. Oh no. No, this isn't a Seki. This isn't a Seki because you don't have liberties right here. Fudge. Wait, no. If I does that, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm panicking. I'm panicking and not reading properly. This is the move, though. I think it's just life and death. You need to... I think you were too nervous. I think that's all it is. Yeah, I think you weren't calmly solving life and death problems. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh... What's that stupid commercial? Where will you be when disaster strikes or whatever? I don't know. I was going for a meme and I didn't get it. I was going for something funny and I didn't get it. No, I think you weren't solving life and death problems. Diarrhea strikes. You're still not dead. Did you resign? Did Black resign? You're not dead. You still got the game won. You're not dead yet. You just have to start the co and you can't lose the co. Literally just ignore anything they do and you win the co. Oh, that hurts. This is definitely go problems. Life and death problems. It's definitely life and death problems. Oh, you're probably up by like 100 points. You were up by way more than 5 points. Oh, that's the start of the game. 71 points. Oh no. Wait, White could have lived? Where could White live? Oh, right. If White makes this Seki, because that's a Savatari now, Black has to live, and then it's an even game again. Because all of these are Sekis now. Instead of White being dead everywhere, it's just a bunch of Sekis. Yeah, so I missed that, actually. White should... Basically, all of these, White should throw in to make the Seki happen. I missed that. I'm surprised I missed that. Yeah, why did I miss that? I need more go problems. I should not have missed that. That means forever you should have been playing this. The entire game you should have been playing this move. It's a very cool corner. But this is all life and death. You literally did nothing but life and death problems this game. Life and death problem. 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 Oh man, crazy game. Can you imagine if this was live streamed, like if it was Congress game and it was live streamed? Chat would be losing their minds for like an hour on this game because like neither player is playing the Ko or Seki down here, and then Black and then instead of taking, you resigned. Oh my gosh, this would have been fantastic to watch live. It would have been so stressful for the convincer. Convincing would have been so stressful. Very interesting game. Yeah, definitely just more life and death problems for this one. Okay, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, which is a good time because Batch just went live. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream and game reviews. Hopefully I was able to help you improve just a little bit. One more shout out to my lessons. I do teach Go for a living. If you would like me to teach you in a more structured manner and actually go through several of your games to give you feedback and work on your style and give you homework and stuff, then please check out my lessons. I teach Go for a living, and I'm also saving up for the next Go tournament in Cincinnati, and it's a great way to support. If you are interested in a package, I am also offering a package for 5 lessons for $200. So let me know if you're interested in that. And with that, I will see you guys next time.